With more than 300 million exoplanets with similar conditions to Earth scattered throughout the Milky Way galaxy, there's a good chance that we might not be the only life forms in the universe. If there is one person who has been obsessed about making humans a multiplanetary species, that's definitely Elon Musk, the founder at SpaceX and richest man in the world. Elon has already revealed his plan to take humans to Mars in 2029 with the Starship, which is by far the tallest and most powerful rocket ever built. But do you know what Elon thinks about aliens and how we could actually discover them? Stick to the end of the video to find out. Humans have always been intrigued about what lies beyond the Earth and the possibility of alien life on other planets. But even today, with all the technological advancements that we have, we still couldn't find a single sign of life. However, Elon Musk has been very optimistic about finding other life forms. In a recent interview, Elon Musk stated that aliens exist in physics and philosophy. Maybe aliens could even be among us. But all of these leave us with so many questions. What makes Earth so special to have intelligent life forms like ourselves on this planet? If we are here, why not many millions of others? Are we alone in the universe? Life on Earth exists due to a miraculous cocktail of ingredients: the right distance from the sun, which is neither too close nor too far away, just right for water to stay liquid, the magnetic core of the Earth, which protects the atmosphere from the drag of the solar wind and cosmic radiation, the atmosphere itself, which is responsible for maintaining liquid water as it is because water is the universal solvent of life, and finally, oxygen, the fundamental element to sustain life on our planet. Our Earth is about 5 billion years old already. It all started out in a corner of a galaxy where a cloud of gas and dust created a new star surrounded by protoplanetary disks, with materials that began to clump together in an ever-increasing mass, and within a few million years, the solar system began to look very much like what it does today. There are chances that between Venus and Mars, there were not just one but 2 planets. This is the most widely accepted hypothesis, and collision between 2 planets gave rise to the Earth and Moon that we have today. The presence of water has always been essential for life to sustain, at least on our planet. It was proposed that the Earth used to be a dry ball and water arrived on board with the meteorites and comets that fell on the planet during the early days of our planet. The theory for the presence of water actually has to do with the hydrogen and oxygen present in the very building blocks of the planet itself. This means that about 4.4 billion years ago, we already had a habitable Earth that was covered by a global ocean. After 3.4 billion years of existence, water might have reached a comfortable temperature of about 40 degrees Celsius. We also have geological evidence that suggests that extraterrestrial microbes were already present some 3.8 billion years ago. This could be one of the earliest life forms on our planet. The first single-celled organisms lived in an unbreathable atmosphere composed of gases such as methane and ammonia. About 2.4 billion years ago, the so-called Great Oxidation Event took place, and that's when the atmosphere began to be populated by oxygen in its breathable molecular form, all thanks to the emergence of photosynthetic cyanobacteria. The emergence of complex life forms could also be as a result of the first great terrestrial extinction, and oxygen could have been poisonous to the other early living beings. The reaction of oxygen with methane produced water and carbon dioxide, which led to a brutal change in climate that then forced the Earth to be covered with ice for about 300 million years. This means that oxygen could be the first major cause of extinction on Earth, but at the same time, it reignited life on our planet. Oxygen became a turning point in the course of evolution, which gave rise to multicellular beings like ourselves, and that's how life flourished on our planet. This is nothing short of a cosmic lottery that Earth was awarded, and this is the only award so far, as no other planets that we know about are suitable for intelligent life. When asked about this topic, Elon Musk said, "We can go out there and find out what's out there in the universe, and what's the meaning of life, and where are the aliens, and hopefully they're friendly, and that kind of thing." With his typical sense of humor, Elon Musk said that he personally has never met any aliens, but if he does, he would certainly tweet about it. As of now, we might not have conclusive evidence to argue that life actually exists outside our planet, but we do have evidence for several UFO sightings. Elon Musk also tweeted back in September 14th, 2021, "I'm not saying there are UFOs, but there are UFOs," which means that he strongly believes in the existence of aliens, but he's not really sure where they are exactly. So Elon Musk strongly believes that there might be some form of intelligent life outside our planet because the universe is at least 13.7 billion years old and the Earth is about 5 billion years old. There are several contradicting arguments among scientists when it comes to whether life could actually exist outside the Earth. Some suggest that life exists, but only in the form of microbes or other microscopic organisms. Even if some intelligent life form traveled less than the speed of light, it would only take about 10 to 20 million years, according to Elon Musk, for these species to move into more planets. But again, the lack of evidence makes everything about extraterrestrial life purely speculative. Simon Conway Morris, an evolutionary biologist at Cambridge, thinks a good chance intelligent extraterrestrial life might end up looking a lot like us, because different species independently evolved in similar patterns and would likely do the same on other planets. Astronomers like Seth Shostak dismiss the idea of aliens coming directly to our planet because space travel is a long, boring journey with huge investments. So if at all aliens wanted to contact our planet, they would be sending some form of robots or computers first. Stephen Hawking had also made his opinion on extraterrestrial life very clear. If aliens ever visit us, I think the outcome would be much as when Christopher Columbus first landed in America, which didn't turn out very well for the Native Americans, he said in an interview. Later, he told reporters that a civilization reading one of our messages could be billions of years ahead of us. If so, they'll be vastly more powerful and may not see us as any more valuable than we see bacteria. If the extraterrestrials may have evolved just like humans, they are capable of being both violent, aggressive, and peaceful at the same time. Well, let's say that if evolution is based on the survival of the fittest, then there are good reasons to believe that aggressive instincts will be dominant in the aliens that will visit us someday. These aliens might even wipe off the majority of life forms on our planet unintentionally if they were to bring foreign microbes. The environmental ecology and biosphere on our planet is extremely complicated, which is why we don't want any new form of microbes to exist on our planet. We may not have any visual evidence of Elon Musk flying a UFO, but some say Elon himself could be an alien who just wants to get back to his home planet, Mars. Well, jokes aside, what if we actually go to Mars and we find out that Mars always had life on it, but is totally different than expected? Maybe aliens won't come to us directly, but we might end up going to them instead. Or perhaps aliens are already living among us, blending in the crowds, and we just haven't found out.